Hey there amigos, today I'm working on a 2014 GMC Terrain. The customer complaint is the airbag light is on. The shop that I'm working at says that they got it in, they don't know anything about it yet, other than it has airbag codes. They don't work on airbags, so they called me in on it. And I didn't think I'd be doing an airbag video, but because normally they're cut and dry. It's either connections to the seats or whatever, or one of the impact sensors or something like that. That's all it is. But this one totally threw me for a loop. So I'm going to do this one, but I'm going to start it out by cautioning you, if you have any reservations about airbags, seek a professional. They are dangerous. And I had my own reservations. After spending a stint at the new car dealer, they kept putting airbags on me, so I got over my reservations about airbags long ago. So you'll see in my video that it is powered up at some points, but everything I'm doing testing wise is downstream. When I'm working upstream, I take the battery loose, which will come into play into this video as well, because there was an incident that with the shop employees that really, well, anyway, let me get into it. Okay, I have a 2014 GMC Terrain that has, the only reason I'm here is for the airbag. And right now, my trouble codes for this vehicle are a B0021 B1001 the passenger seat side airbag deployment loop. And then I have the B1001 00 and option configuration. And then B3902 00 incorrect immobilizer identifier received. Now, what I did find is apparently this vehicle has been in a wreck before, and I see the module is different. It even shows me the VIN number for that vehicle. That VIN number is for a 2016 Cadillac, and it's showing me the error codes for that as well on live data. I'm gonna look there. Let's see, we can look here. And there's the VIN number of the vehicle that it thinks it is, so it's not right there. And let's see, their primary key, and I'm showing a difference here, 9081 9751, so invalid. That's where that code's coming from. I'm assuming it's however somebody set this one up. Anyway, I figured I would go after the airbag on the seat. And that one is loop 10. And you see here, it's 25.5 ohms. So that one's definitely a problem. Now, what I've done is I've already put my resistor tester in it. Pulled the seat up and got to it, and I put the resistor in it, and it's still showing 25, and that one is a 2.2, and this goes for, I think the driver's side says 2.5 or 2.7. Either way, I should see that it's lower or that'll be good, but it's not showing that. So here's the other side of the plug that goes to the airbag itself. What I'm gonna do next is go down to this plug, unplug it, and then test from here up to make sure that my 2.2 is making it from here to here, to make sure that somewhere in here the wiring is not a problem. So I'm gonna do that next, and we'll see what happens. All right, running from the main plug to the seat. So now that I have that hooked up to the main plug, I've got 2.2. So what I'm gonna do now is plug my bag back in and check it from there. Take my resistor out. Move this seat again. Take that resistor out and plug the bag back in and see if I get the same reading. I'll be back. With the airbag plugged back in, I have 2.2, and it is plugged back in. My little tester is out, so it is plugged in. So the problem is from here back this way. So we're gonna have to find this wiring harness. There it is. And chase where that goes and see where it goes next. It's probably going to the sensing and diagnostic module, which is right under there. So we'll see. All right, moving the wires and plugs, graphing that open loop. I unplugged it. This one went up to 25, just like this one. So I'm gonna have to take this out and get to the module, because I've checked here at the bag back to here and we're good. So now I'm gonna have to check it here back there. So somewhere in here from the inflatable restraint sensing and diagnostic module, from that plug back. So I'm gonna have to take all that apart. All right, be back. So once I determined that the SDM module needed to be replaced, it was time to pull it inside the building. And when I was coming out of the parking space, it wouldn't turn right, which is probably why it was towed in. But we worked it around, got it inside the building, and then the shop owner had his guys go to take that SDM module out. So with the shop employees taking the center console out to get the SDM module out, I cautioned, I said, be sure to discharge the system before you try to take that out. Unplug it if you can get to it, however you got to do it, but be sure to discharge it. So when I went by, they were trying to fish it out through the hole with still plugged in and still powered up to the battery. And I kept telling them, please stop, because they've got it unbolted and they're trying to fish it out through the hole. And I told them, I said, look, if you're not careful, you pull that thing out, it's liable to go off and set the airbags off. Please stop. So they stopped, we let it discharge, and everything was fine from that point on. But yeah, I've always been leery of airbag systems too. But yeah, when I do things like that, I make sure I discharge the system. It's the safest thing to do. So, all right, on to the next. All right, in the process of actually doing the programming of the module. So I'll be back when it's done. Maybe we'll get this airbag light out finally. All right. Okay, now we have it set up. I did this setup through the Autel, and now we have the correct VIN in here. And everything else looks normal. Security program, yes. Accepted, no. No. Let's see. All right, so let's check it and see. Make sure the airbag goes out. Airbag's out. That's what I wanted. All right, we got it. So the VIN number for this car, the 2014 GMC Terrain, I have, when I do the SDM module and I go and click my motor parts, I go down, my part number for the SDM module is right there, the 99654. That's for this car. When I do the VIN number for the one that was showing me in the information, that was showing for a 2016 Cadillac SRX Luxury. And if you look at, let me go over here and go down to there. For that one, same part number. It should be the same, it says for that one. So this is the one that I got from the dealer. Airbag 9654, that one. And this is the one that I took out of the car. So I'm guessing this was from a junkyard. So that one is 135.89 410. And there's a label on the side of it that has Cadillac, GMC, SRX. It looks like it's starting to say Terrain, maybe, but this is the one that was in it. So I assumed that the passenger seat codes were coming from not having this one programmed right and not being the right one for the vehicle. So that's how I got there. But so on to the next part. So next, after the module's programmed and all, I'm done, I'm out of there, and I'm called back the next day because it wouldn't turn to the right. They said they fixed that, and it turned out to be, I had to do some relearns for the angle sensor, I think, or something. Anyway, the lights are gone. I asked them what they did to it, and they said nothing. After they put it on a lift and raised it in the air, it popped back in line. Everything worked again, except the lights came on for the traction and everything else. So that's how that worked out. So I don't know. I guess this is only what I'm guessing. I guess somebody bought an auction car and decided to fix it all up. And I don't know. I guess it would have been nice if they'd have told me up front. I chased that passenger side seat belt, or the passenger side airbag in the seat, because I thought that was what was causing the code. So I was trying to take the path of least resistance to solve the problem, when in reality it was the SDM module all along. Lesson learned, but hopefully you guys will learn something from this. It'll help somebody out, I hope. Until the next one, amigos, I'm out.